Good morning, guys. Good morning, online and offline. Next question. UPI. First question. What is the difference between the QA and QC? What is the difference between the write a uh, uh, print a second name string reverse? Hmm? You guys are only need to follow my instructions. Okay. And what is the difference between the stale element and interrupted exception? I discuss. Okay. And one more thing, how to highlight that question you people are able to get, how to highlight and how to click on invisible element. How to click on invisible element. Did you get that question? Getting or not? How you guys are able to click on the invisible element? Invisible element. What you did for that question? Explicit weight, implicit weight. Invisible element. It will be take the expected element in based on the implicit weight, the expected element it will be take some time that is invisible. How you guys are able to click on that element? You need to put some weight for the explicit weight. After that it is visible, you can click on that element. Total how many questions? 40. 40 questions ichara. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which question you are able to write for objective? Which order in bug life cycle? Which order in bug life cycle? Which order in bug life cycle? So which order you need to bug life cycle first? Huh? What? It is not visible. Before went to before. I mean, screening test. I said clear. I said clearly before writing the screening. My notes is enough. I said clearly. Question: which order of the bug life cycle? Online and offline? Huh? B. Anybody? Anybody? Confirm. Is it confirm? What you guys are providing? B. 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 Yes, right answer. New. What is the new? You guys are log the defect. The defect status is new. You can assign, already I discussed this question in middle of the Java. Okay, assign to developer. The developer is that is defect, he will open, he will fix. Which of the following describe in white box testing? Huh? What is that one? Which of the following is not described? Question, you guys are read carefully. You guys are able to get one more question. Yes, yes, guys, I know my screen is not visible. Just a minute, I will share. What is the difference between the multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance? Guys, my screen is visible now. While execute the code, the specific locator, it will be highlighted within two elements. The time we got a interrupted exception. Next question. In Selenium, how to highlight the specific, how to highlight the specific element. If you want to highlight the specific element, what is the command? JavaScript command. Anybody is making this one? No? Okay. The next one is the yesterday we discussed yesterday we discussed test ng before method, before method, after method we discuss. Okay. The last class we discuss before method, after method we discuss. What is the difference between the before method and after method? I said clearly. One more question. How to get the reports from testng? This question. If you want to get the reports from testng, the reports always will be stored inside of the target folder. Before writing the testng, creating the testng framework, I said the reports will be stored automatically in target folder. I said clearly. Cucumber, what is the difference between the strict and the monochrome glue? Okay, one question that is, you don't have an idea, you can skip that one. I didn't actually API, there is no API questions. There is no API questions. Okay. The next one, this is the before method and after method. Before method and after method. What is the difference between the before method and after method? Hmm? What is the difference between the before method and after method? Yes, what is the difference between the before method and after method? Already I discussed what is the difference between the before method and after method yesterday. What is that one? What is that one? The before method, every method before method will execute. The after method, every method after method will execute. One test case before method will execute. Test case after method will execute. Okay, that is we call the difference between the before method and after method. The next one, see, you guys are observe here. Before class, before class, okay, and this is the at the rate test. Now I will execute this one guys, online and offline. In future also, what I was discuss my notes, it is enough. Okay, you don't check anything inside of the online or anyway. Everything I provided, which stuff is required, complete stuff I provided in your notes. That is enough. Already I provided manual testing questions also. Okay. In that questions, maximum before go to the exam, you need to read that questions. Almost manual testing questions you people are able to answer. What is the difference between the RTM and DTM? RTM means defected traceability matrix and required traceability. What is use of the RTM? Everyone knows what is the RTM stands, but usage is required. QA and QC, quality control and quality and assurance, manual testing, and types of testing, gorilla testing and exploratory testing, exhaustive testing. Correct? Exploratory, do you have any idea? Exploratory. Exhaustive, what you did? Exhaustive? Oh my God. Gorilla, you went to exam yesterday? No? Hmm. Now it is clear, Meena. My voice is clear, Meena. Now it is audible, Meena. See, guys, I was using only before class. I was using only before class. So, you guys are observing here what is the before class. So, I will show you one more time. This is the before class. Total 1, 2, 3. 3 test cases is there. Okay. One before class is there. 3 test cases is there. What is our expected output here? What is our expected output here? We have 3 test cases is there and one before class is there. So what is our expected output here? I will show you the output here. Tell me, what is our expected output? What is the before class? The application open. What is the before class? The application open. The application is open. What is the remaining then? What is that remaining? At the rate test. So how many times it is executed before class? Before class, what is that one before class? Okay. How many times it is executed? Huh? One time. So when it is executed last and first, every methods before class will execute only one time. Every methods before class will execute only one time, but before method will execute. Yes, every method before method will execute. Okay, you guys are observe alphabet order. This will be executed. The alphabet order. This will be executed. Now here I will provide okay. I will execute this one. See, we have before class and after class is there. What is the execution style? What is the output? Before class is launch the, open the application. After class is, after class, log out. log out. So how many times it is executed? What is the execution format? First, which one it will be execute? Huh? Yeah, before class or before method? And before class, it will be execute first. After class, when it is executed? Yeah, listen. The before class will be execute every method before. The after class will execute all method after. The after class will execute all method after only one time. The after method will execute every method after it will be executed. Is it clear? Any doubt? Online? Do you have any doubt? Yeah. See, the before class will execute every method before one time. The after class will execute every method after one time. The before method will execute every method before. The after method will execute every method after. Is it clear? Yeah. The next one, the important question, we have two methods is there. One is the before test. Second one is the before method. Okay. One is the before test. Second one is the before. One minute, I need to import. Before test. And before method. See, we have before test and before method is there. Which method will execute first? It is very, very important question. We have before method, before test is there. Which method will execute first? Before method. Okay. Yeah. I will execute this one. We need to import annotation. Now you guys are execute. See, you guys are observe the output here. Which one will execute first? Before method will execute first. After that, before test will execute. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Okay. This is before method. Which one is execute first? Okay. The difference between the before test and before method. If you want to provide before test and before method annotations, The before test will execute first, and after that before method will execute. The before test only execute one time, and before method will execute every method before. Clear? Yeah. The next one, online guys, is it clear? So here, just before I need to remove this one, here I will provide test. Here I will provide method. Okay, clear. So in continue method in Java, the time I said something, if you want to execute out of 10 test cases, if you want to skip any test case in middle of the 10 test cases, how you guys are able to skip the test cases? If you want to skip any test case, if you want to skip any test case in middle of the test cases, we need to use continue method. Okay, the time you people are asking one question, we are able, you are not asking, I said, you are, if you want to skip one test case, we are able to use continue. But if you want to skip in middle of the 1 to 10 test cases between 3 test cases, how you guys are able to skip? I said, I will discuss that concept in Selenium. I said that time. Okay. That is now we will discuss. That is now we will discuss. Pavani. See, the before test is nothing but the before test is there, the before method is there. The before test will execute first. All the methods before test will execute first. The before method will execute every method before. Every method before. Okay. The before method will execute every method before. Okay. So this is we call before test and before method, Pavani. And coming to that one, I have 4 test cases is there. Okay. I have 4 test cases is there. Listen carefully. Total we have out of 4 test cases, one before method is there. This is not a test case. Okay. Remaining 3 test cases is there. I no need to provide anything here. If I want to execute this one, how you guys are execute this test cases? What is the output order? One before method is there, 3 test cases is there. If you want to execute this code, what is output way? Before method will execute. Before method will execute every method before. Okay, that is process. Which order? Alphabetical order. Why? Because I no need to provide anything here. So I want to execute these 3 test cases based on my order. I want to execute these 3 test cases based on my order. Priority equal to 1. See, send data priority 1, log out priority 1, 2. Okay, 2. And this is the login is the priority 0. Okay, priority 0. What is my expected? I want to execute login first. I want to execute send data second. I want to execute logout final. Based on my expectation, the test case will be execute. See, what is the first one? Before method. Okay. What is the second one? Priority 0. Log in the application. See, log in the application. What is the priority 1? Send data. See, send data. What is the priority 2? Log out. See, log out. But every method before method will execute. Every method before method will execute. Okay. If you want to execute a test case based on your expectation, we need to provide priority equal to 1, 2, 3. That is your expected. It is clear or not? Online and offline, it is clear. Is it clear or not? Okay. See, I have before method is there. 1 is 0 is there. 1 is there. Just I need to provide -1. Just I will provide here 1. Okay. Which test case will execute first? 0 will execute, or 1 will execute, or -1 will execute? Which one will execute first? -1, huh? 0, na? We have a 3 test cases is there. Listen. We have a 3 test cases is there. Vishnu. Out of 3 test cases, before method will execute every method before, that is common. We have 0 is there, -1 is there, 1 is there. Which test case will execute first? Which test case will execute first? See, if you guys are provide 0, 1, -1, the code will be executed from -1. -1 will execute. After that 0 it will be execute. After that 1 it will be execute. Listen carefully. Question. If you guys are provide the priority -1 and -1 and 0, which test case will execute first? The time you can explain -1 will be execute first. Why? Because the number we are able to start -1, -2, -3 like that. After that, we are able to provide +1, +2. That is the process. Okay. So I will execute now. See, what is the -1 first? Send data. Which one will execute? Send data. Next one 0, log in the application. Log in the application. Next one 1, log out. This is we call annotations in test ng. Okay, clear? Is it clear or not? How to execute the code suit level. How to execute the code suit level. What is the suit? Whole project is comes under suit. Suit, SUITE. Okay, suit level. I said clearly, there are a different annotations is there. At the rate test, before method, after test, after class, before class, and before suit, after suit. Suit level. I want to execute whole package. See, this complete package total, how many scripts is there? 8 is there. 8 I want to execute at a time. 8 I want to execute at a time. Important, guys. Framework, each and everything, pin to pin important. Don't miss it everything. Okay. See, if you want to execute suit level, how you guys are execute suit level? Right click on the package. Which package you need to execute? That package, right click. Right click on the package. We need to go to test ng. Choose the convert to test ng. Right click on the package. Which package you need to execute? Go to that package. Go to right click on the package. Choose the test ng. Select the convert to test ng. Select the convert to test ng. Once you guys are click on convert to test ng, the test name you need to provide, retesting, the class selection. If you want to execute any specific class, you need to select the class. And this is the parallel mode. Which test case? I mean, you guys are able to execute methods parallel mode or class parallel mode, or which test parallel mode? See, we have class is there. Inside of the class method is there. Inside of the method test is there. So which one you need to execute parallel mode? Class? No. Method? No. And test? No. I want to execute parallel mode everything. So I put the none. And thread count. How many times you need to execute suit? 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. Okay. You need to provide number. If you want to execute every test case 2 times, you need to provide here 2. So I no need to execute every test case 2 times. Just I want to execute 1 time. Is it clear or not? Shall I repeat? Yeah. If you want to execute any project suit level, we need to create the XML. How to create the XML? How to create the XML? Right click on the package. Select the test engine. Choose the convert to test. Then it should be displayed pop-up. You need to provide the test name. And after that, we guys are provide class selection. What is the class selection? Which class you need to execute? So I want to execute all classes, not class. All classes. Okay. Parallel mode. We have in this package, class is there, method is there, test is there. Which one you need to execute? Parallel mode, class, method, test? No. I want to execute everything is the parallel mode. So you guys are provide none and thread count. If you guys are execute any test case number of times, you need to provide your expected number in this thread count. Okay. So after providing this one, you need to provide here which text ng XML, test ng XML. Just I want to click on finish. Once you click on the finish, double click on test ng XML here. Okay. Double click on XML here. Once you double click on here, Control S, right click on here, right click on here. Just a minute. Yeah. Right click on here, run as one test ng suit. Before we got one test ng text. Now we got before one test ng suit. Just I want to click on suit. It will be executed within fraction of seconds. Yes. All the test cases is executed. See what I am saying? Once you execute the code, the reports will be generated under target. See guys, test output. Question, how to find the test ng reports? Did you get? How to find the test ng reports? The test ng reports always is there inside of the test ng reports always is there inside of the target folder. Under target folder test output, the pass test case is there always index.html. The pass test case is there index.html. This is the question. How to get the test ng reports? Question or not? This is one question. The test ng reports is there under target folder. Once we are execute the test suite, automatically it will be generate. If you guys are find the reports is there in index.html. See guys, this is the reports. Total how many methods? This is the pretty print format. See, every test case, how long it will be take, everything is there. This is the suit level. So if you guys are everything the timing, if you guys are print this output anywhere in website, see, I close this one, open the Chrome, I need to copy the link. But if you want to print the output, we need URL. Okay, just click on enter button. Just a minute, it is entered something here. Slash will be entered here. Just a minute. Just I want to launch the browser. Just I need to paste it here. See guys, the URL I pasted here. Click on enter button. See, we got a output. If you have a URL, you are able to verify in website, any expected website, any expected browser, we are able to get the output. This is the main. This is timing, how long it will be take. Total test cases. This is the format. Okay. How to get the test-ng reports. How to get the test-ng reports. Passed and failed test cases. Okay. This is you guys are getting yesterday also. You're getting or not? You don't have an idea? No, this question is there or not? If you want to execute suit level, once you guys are execute the suit level, Sai Kumar. Okay. Once you guys are execute the suit level, after completion of the execution, if you guys are get the reports, you guys are able to get the reports under target test outputs. Passed test case is there index.html. Index.html. And you guys are observe if you want to get a failed test cases. Okay. Why? Because here there is no failed test cases is there. Everything is pass. Okay. If you want to see the failed test cases, you guys are observe, ignore nothing, zero, ignore the method, failed, nothing, everything is the pass. The pass test cases, it should be displayed index.html, and failed test case, it should be displayed, it should be fail.xml, fail.xml. Okay. So this is the image, and you guys are observed test-ng result XML. This is the result. This is the report. We have a different types of reports is there. In CSS format. Okay. So we are able to validate, the result in index.html. Index.html. Yes, write down. See guys, You guys are observe all test cases related information, retesting. So test passed, 20 test cases is passed. Okay, started and the number, date on time, everything will be reflected. Total 71 milliseconds. Pass a test, execution, and from which package, and everything will be reflected. Okay, everything will be reflected. This is the XML format. What is the last heading? What is the last heading? Sorry, how to? How to install the test engine Eclipse level? Installation is completed. Yeah. If you want to, next line, you guys are put the note. You guys are put the note. If you want to write a testng, if you want to write a code in testng, if you want to write a code in testng without main method, we are able to, without main method, we are able to write by using annotations. By using annotations. Huh? Note, if you want to write a code in testng, we are able to write without main method. We are able to write without main method by using annotations. By using annotations. There are a different types of next line. There are a different types of annotations. Is there? There are a different types of annotations. Is there? Okay. There are a different types of annotations. Is there? Next one. Order of the annotation. Guys, order of the annotation is important. Order of the annotations. The first one before suit. Second one before test. Every annotation before you guys are provide at the rate. Okay. Every annotation before you guys are provide at the rate. Order of the annotations. At the rate before suit. At the rate before test. At the rate before class. Before class. Before method. Before method. And before method after. No. After means next. Before method. Okay. At the rate test. At the rate test. at the rate test. Next, after method, after method. Next, after class, after class. Next, after test, after test. Next, after suit, after suit. There are a different types of annotations is there. Okay. Order of the annotation, it is very important. Before suit, before test, and before class, before method, at the rate test. Next one, after method, after class, after test, and after suit. It is very, very important. Okay. Yeah. Next line. In testng, without at the rate test, underline. In testng, without at the rate test, underline. In testng, without at the rate test, underline. The method will not executed. Is it clear? Without test, it is not executed. Okay. Next line. Without test, the method will not executed. Okay. Next line. If we want to provide at the rate to test every method before, if we want to provide at the rate to test every method before, if we want to provide at the rate to test every method before, every method before, the output, it will be display, the output, it will be display, the output, it will be display what? Yes, alphabetical order. The output, it will be displayed alphabetical order. Next, without annotation, without annotation, the method is not executed. The method is not executed. Without annotations, the method is not executed. Okay, clear? Next heading, before method. Next heading, before method. Write down. The before method will execute every method before. The before method will execute every method before. Okay. The before method will execute. After method. The after method will execute every method after. Next one. Yeah. Before test. The before test will execute all methods before one time. The before test will execute all methods. The before test will execute all methods before one time. The before test will execute all methods before one time. Next one. Before class. Before class. The before class will execute all methods before one time. The before class will execute all methods before one time. Next one. Before, after class. After class. Before class is completed. This is after class. The after class will execute every method after one time. Every method after one time. Okay. Yes, write down. If we want to execute any test cases, if we want to execute any test cases, next line. If we want to execute any test cases based on the customer expected, if you want to execute any test cases based on the customer expected, based on the customer expected, we need to provide method before. If you want to execute any test cases based on the customer expected, we need to provide before method. We need to provide before method priority. Priority. Okay. Priority. Full stop. Based on the priority, based on the priority, based on the priority, the method will be execute. Based on the priority, the method will be execute. Okay. Yeah. What is the difference between before test and before class? Sorry, before test and before method. Before test and before method. The before test will execute only one time. What is the difference between the before test and before method? Yeah. Before test will execute only one time. Method will execute every method before. Before test will execute only one time. Only one time. Method will execute every method before. Every method before. I will clarify your doubts. This is the before class. After test. Okay. Before class, after test is there. Right click on here. Which method will execute first? See, before class and before after test. Which method will execute first? Before class will execute, and after that, after test when it is execute, guys. Yeah. Every method after test will execute. Every method before test will execute. Okay. Before class, okay, I will show you. Okay, clear? After. Now I will execute. See, which one will execute fast? Which one will execute fast? After class or after test? Log in the application. After class will execute. And the last one, that is the difference. Okay. So someone is asking, okay, uh, Sahitya. Okay, that is the difference. The annotation, it is very important. Depends on the annotations, the code will be execute. Depends on the annotation, the code will be execute. How many people are able to qualify the yesterday screening? How many people are able to answer out of? Okay, thank you, Sahitya. 20 questions you people are able to write. 15 questions. 20, how many people are able to answer? No. 20, how many people? 15, how many people are able to answer? Okay, Vishnu, 20. Vishnu. Okay, thank you, Vishnu. And 20. 15, how many people are is completed? 15, 1, 5. 10, how many people are completed? 10. 10. 10 answers is correct? Yeah. Which? Okay. Which questions you guys are able to answer 10? You have any idea? I will tell you answer. Boys, 10 anybody is answered? 9, 8, 8, 7. Okay. Okay, Narasimhachari. And you got online guys, you guys are able to write the code also. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts, guys? The before class will execute, before test next will be execute. Yeah, see, this is the, you are asking before class. This is the before class and before test. This is the before test. So you can execute. See, you guys are observe here. Which one will execute fast? Which one it will be execute fast? Before test will execute first. And after that, before class will execute first, second. Okay. It is clear. Before test will execute and after that before class will be execute. Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? Okay, constructor code while loop code reading the text file. Yeah, I think this code also is there in that paper. What is the constructor and how to read the file? Okay, guys, thank you very much. I will continue tomorrow. Any doubt? Yeah, we will inform Nawaz soon. Okay. Any doubt, guys? Do we have any doubts? Any doubt? Online and offline? See, guys, you guys are practice. Okay, please do the practice. Don't neglect. And um, guys, from tomorrow, I will discuss how to write the code by using framework, how to write the code by using framework in real time. Okay, how to write the code? Listen, guys. You guys don't read that one. You can listen what I'm saying. From tomorrow, I will explain how to write the code in real time by using framework. I will explain. Okay. Yeah. And tomorrow I will create the packages and different types of packages. XPath I am able to write in one location, and I need to call the text path. I need to execute complete code. Okay. So, and overall test I will conduct one day once complete the test ng. Okay. You guys are please do the practice. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Any doubt online guys? Do you have any doubt online guys? Libraries means in Selenium we are unable to execute soon complete project data and we are able to execute. In framework, complete project end to end we are able to execute. Like in Selenium that is not executed. We are able to write in our main method. We make it in mode inside of the stack. We provide it to read this like that is without main method we are able to execute. Okay. Yeah, same Selenium, but we provide main. We don't need to provide main. We provide applications. Comma. Ah. 32 bit. Dot bit. Dot bit. Dot. Save change. Save change. Driver. Driver. Save change. Save change. Control S. Satish. పైకి వెళ్ళి ఏమేంద్ర ఎర్ర చూపించు ఏమేంద్ర పైకి వెళ్ళి IOE extension add close declaration. This is endorse reduces simplicity and specification. Driver not manage not driver not manage cost. Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot driver dot manage. చుట్టూ పెట్టంగా వచ్చిందమ్మా డ్రైవర్ డాట్ పెట్టంగా చుట్టూ పెట్టంగా వచ్చేస్తుంది సార్ సర్వీస్ ఉంటాడు పోవాలి చూపించలేదా సెలీనియం జాబ్స్ జాబ్ చేశారు సరే అది పనిచేస్తే అదే పని చేయండి ఓకే guys, thank you very much. I will continue tomorrow online guys.